himself in Rostock to protest the G8. That was good, but there's something else that I'd commemorate. It started with a text message I got on my cell phone, eating in the Hotel Troika, sitting all alone. I had just bought the SIM card, only the day before, stuck it on my website, and now I knew what for. The words upon my screen asked, "Are you coming to Berlin?" "No," I said, "but come meet me here in the town I'm in." She said her name was Rosa, and the next thing that I knew, she said, "Go down to the Hauptbanhof, I'll be there in a few." It was roll the dice, jump on in, and see what happens next. Answering a smoke signal or a random text, I went down to the station to pick up my blind date, and I was suddenly transported to Damascus Gate. She had a denim jacket and a studded leather belt. My knees began to buckle, my heart began to melt. She was a Syrian princess. She was a Syrian princess. She was a Syrian princess, the princess of Syria. I asked her, "Are you hungry? Would you like to have a meal?" She said, "It's almost midnight, and that's not the way I feel. Then do you want to come with me back to my hotel?" She didn't skip a beat, she just said that'd be swell. When we got there we spoke, tried to be understood. I don't speak Arabic or German, and her English wasn't good. She started looking bored. I asked, "Is it time for sleep?" She said, "Yeah, let's count some sheep." She was a Syrian princess. She was a Syrian princess. She was a Syrian princess, the princess of Syria. We brushed our teeth together. I wondered what was going on in those hours after midnight, just before the dawn. It was right around that time that someone called her on her phone, and it was then that I heard her ringtone. It was a song that I recorded in 1999. I felt a bit embarrassed, but mostly I felt fine. We walked into the bedroom. She took off her shoes, then she asked me, "Is there something I can do?" She was a Syrian princess. She was a Syrian princess. She was a Syrian princess, the princess of Syria. We had breakfast together. Then she said, "Fare thee well." I wondered if I'd see her again. Couldn't really tell. She went back to her home. I went back to mine, but I'm still looking at my cell phone, waiting for a sign. When I'm alone in a hotel room, I wonder if it might be a day to turn out like things did on that night. Good times have happened since, but I take off my hat because I've never had another night like that. She was a Syrian princess. She was a Syrian princess. She was a Syrian princess, the princess of Syria. She was a Syrian princess. She was a Syrian princess. She was a Syrian princess, the princess of